Yo, what's happening? Smoking with Too Tall. Got a new guest today. Drop your socials and introduce who you are.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ace Dawn, representing Somerville. You can check me out on Instagram, Ace underscore Dawn underscore 617, and all other socials too, Spotify, all that.
Yeah, and so your most recent single that I see is Different Perspectives
Yep.
featuring Tony White. Tell
Yeah.
me a little bit how that track came together.
Yeah. So I had recorded a verse to that beat at the Phoenix Down Studios, and I was looking for somebody that was like a really lyrical dude, and I actually reached out to him and asked him if he wanted to do the project, and yeah, he was down, so he blessed it. Yeah, he blessed it.
Hell yeah. And I peeped that the immediate next song that you had dropped this year is Through the Darkness. Tell me about why you chose to have the two wolves as the cover art, and that
Oh,
also has a feature, Humble Throwskin.
yeah. So shout out to my boy Humble Thrillskin. That song came together. Like I have a lot of different songs that I have in the cut, and when I meet certain artists,
Mm-hmm.
I know what artist can fit on what song. So Humble was the perfect person to put on it. And the two wolves are on the front represent how the song feels. You know what I mean? It's like a real devious, energetic song. So I chose the wolves. The picture that you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you be freestyling? Do you be
Um,
writing? What do you be
yeah,
doing?
I don't do too much freestyling no more, but yeah, I write all the time, every day, every chance I get. Yeah,
What do you feel is the pros and cons?
of writing.
Yeah, versus freestyling.
Um, well, the pros for me with writing is I get a chance to really get in depth what I want to say, and when you're freestyling, it's kind of like you got to come up with the words right on the spot. So I got a few songs I did, just freestyled on it. You know what I mean? Vibed it out. But for the most part, I write.
Oh yeah. And I peeped on Instagram. You have an event upcoming on the 25th at the Jungle in Somerville, and that's with Hustle Killers.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about what people should expect with that event. Like, what's happening?
Yeah. It's gonna be a fire event on the 25th at the Jungle. A lot of dope artists on there, some good energy. Um, yeah, it's hustle killer all day. So definitely, if you're in that area in Somerville, check it out.
How'd you get tapped in with Hustle Killers and all them? Because I peeped that they're on a couple of your tracks.
Yeah. So me and Nico Hustle go back some years, and when he first started doing the Hustle Killer thing, I met him, and I thought it was a really dope movement. So started rocking with him.
Oh yeah. And what do you think that your favorite song is that you've released personally as of right now?
My favorite song, oh man,
Yeah.
there's a lot of songs. Um, so many I can't even name. I'm thinking about recent. I'm thinking about before. Probably my best song is called "Faded."
Hmm.
It's about a song about when my mom passed away, and it was one of the first songs that I wrote right after she passed away, and yeah, it's special to me. So that's probably my favorite song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What kind of music videos do you have out?
I have a bunch of different videos. You can check me out on YouTube, Mr. Black Rose 82. I got a lot of different videos. I work with a lot of different videographers. Yeah, I got tons of videos. Check them out. Go to Ace Dawn on YouTube. You can see them.
Do you be kind of going into the studio with the whole like mindset? Because you be writing and shit.
Yeah.
Do you be thinking of like the music video as you're writing the lyrics, or do you think of it
Kind
after
of.
the fact?
No, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if I'm doing like a feature with somebody, I'm like already picturing like, oh, this is what the video will be like, and I'm always driving around scouting locations. When I'm driving around, I'm constantly seeing locations like, oh, that'd be a nice place to shoot. So yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. What's your favorite music video that you've done?
Um, hmm. My favorite one that was the most fun to me is a song called California.
Mm.
It was about like when I kind of first discovered California for the first time, and I went out there and I was going back and forth recording out there, and I really fell in love with the vibe. I was down in Venice Beach a lot, and just I'm sure if you've been there, the certain vibes. So it was just like a song kind of dedicated to that period in my life, probably like around 2018.
Would that be your favorite place that you've traveled?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I ain't gone anywhere like crazy, so yeah, California's pretty dope.
Oh yeah. What's your most memorable performance that you've done?
My most memorable performance, probably with my homie Neezy, down in Somerville. We released this song called Somerville Water, and it kind of started catching the ill buzz, and me and him performed that in front of like our whole city, and it was a really special moment. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And coming up October 7th in Lynn, Mass, you have another performance at the Midway Cafe.
hmm
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's a Bars Over Bars event. Shout out to Hero, doing this thing with the different shows and giving back to the community. You know, that's why I fucks with Hustle Killer too, because you know they're another person, people that give back to the community. So, yeah, so you know, Hero hit me up time to time, asked me if I want to get on certain shows. Over the last year, I started doing a lot more shows because I took a break for a while. I got married and I had a baby and all that stuff, so I just was chilling for a little bit. But this past year, I've been going hard, dropping features, videos, stuff like that. So yeah.
What's it like trying to balance all that, having a kid and doing the music and all that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's you got to make time for each one. So you know what I'm saying. Of course, you got to make time for your family, but you also got to make time for your passion. You know what I'm saying. So it's important to like life happens, but just don't forget like what makes you happy. You know what I mean. So yeah, it's like I'm pretty good at it now. You know, I have a another child as well. She's 13, so I already did the dad thing. You know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, yeah, it's I balance it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So you before you pulled up here, I had Ray Spider in the building.
Yeah, shout out to my boy. Yeah,
I asked him what his perspective was on making the Born Rebels EP that
yeah,
y'all had.
yeah,
Tell me your perspective on creating that.
yeah. That was actually a really dope process because Ray is somebody who is newly like new to me working with. So when we met, we had some good chemistry, and we're like, oh hey, let's put these songs together. You know, he's got his own production studio and stuff like that. Spiderweb Productions. So yeah, we linked up. Seen him at a couple shows, reaching out online, and we just started getting to work, man. And after we had a couple songs, we are like, let's just put an EP together. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. So we put a 5-track EP together called Born Rebels, and yeah, it's yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's how I link with him.
And we was listening to some of your music before you got here. The
Okay,
one that I fucked with the most was "Fly Away." It sounded very different.
okay.
How'd you get tapped in with the feature Frankie Waters?
Oh, okay. Shout out to my boy Frankie Waters. Yeah, that's one of my homies from back in the day. We worked together a bunch in the past, and he recently, well, not recently, he'd been there for a while, but he moved to New York and started working in studio engineering, and he actually had a nice little come up. He's been working with Alicia Keys and other artists. So yeah, anytime we link up, you know what I'm saying, we're like, let's make a hit. And yeah, I already had that like the hook and all that stuff. And like I said earlier, I get a feel for certain artists that I want to be on the song. So when I did that, yeah, I immediately thought we gotta get Frankie.
Oh yeah. So what does your studio vibe kind of look like? Like, do you like having a lot of people in the studio? Do you like having a lot of energy, or do you like having like I don't know the lights off,
Yeah, yeah.
solo?
Probably more back in the day. I like to have all my people in the studio, but you know, I'm a little older now, so time is money. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to be goofing around and stuff
For
like that.
sure.
I'm trying to record. You know what I mean? So I like to like just me or somebody else that makes me comfortable or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then another feature that you were on with Ray Spider was Manhunt, and
hmm
that also had C Rose.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. Like I said, recently me and Ray been trading songs back and forth. So I think when I was recording with him at his studio, he played it for me. He's like, "Yo, you want to get on it?" And I'm like, "Let's do it." And yeah, I had it ready to go, and it's about to come out soon.
Oh
So
yeah.
be on the lookout for that, Manhunt.
Hell yeah. And so What's some shit that you love about creating music, and what's something that you dislike about it?
What I like about it, what I love about it is just being able to like create like listening to a beat and I can come up with this pretty dope, verse or whatever, or if it's a heartfelt song, I can really tap into my emotions and yeah, I really like songwriting. And what I dislike about it, um, nothing really, to keep it real. The process, I've had plenty of songs that I wrote. It didn't feel right. I went to record it. It didn't feel right. They'll never come out. You know what I'm saying? But there's a love hate relationship with creativity. Especially in music. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And how'd you get to your name, Ace Dawn?
Ace Dawn.
Yeah,
Well, I used to go by a different rap name back in the day, and my homie Joe gave me started calling me Ace, and then I really liked Gambit when I was younger.
mm.
So he used to have the playing cards and shit, and my other name used to be Ace of All, like Ace of every suit, but I eventually changed it to Ace Dawn because it catered more to like what I was doing at now.
What's some things that you want to accomplish throughout your creative journey?
Just keep creating, meeting new people, going to these shows, tapping in with different energies and vibes. Yeah, I love it all. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I peep. You mentioned bars over bar. You got
hmm
bars over bar cap
Yeah.
on.
Yep. Just got it.
You're performing at what is the Buchan? No,
Buchanan.
Buchanan in
Yeah.
Lynn.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Like I said previously, it's just another dope show that
Okay,
I
yeah,
got tapped in with and reached out to perform. So yeah, I've been pretty much accepting as much show offers that have come to me. You know what I mean? Just to get the word out. So
when you're releasing a track, how do you like to plan your rollouts? Like, what's the thought process
um,
behind it?
I had this question actually. I talked about this the other day with my homie Hip Hop IQ, um, and he was asking me the same question. And yeah, wait, my fault. What was the question again?
Like how you like plan out your
Okay,
rollouts, like your
yeah, yeah.
thought
So
process
he
behind
asked
it.
me the same thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I told him that I used to try to have a plan. You know what I mean? It used to be a lot. I used to have more people engaging online than I do now, and I used to have like a rollout. Hey, tap in. It's coming out soon, but now I'm just putting it out organically. You know what I mean? I'm not really even putting like whole albums out. Like I'm just really putting singles out. Yeah. So now it's just I'll give a little preview. Let people know it's about to drop, and then I drop it. Yeah.
Is there any other creative avenues that you would ever see yourself pursuing outside of music?
I'm really into acting.
Hmm.
I love movies. I always love Hollywood. Everything about the process of making movies. So yeah, that's definitely something. I know it goes, hand in hand with music and stuff like that, entertainment. But that's really my passion
Oh
is
yeah.
acting, and I never really stepped into that or try to tap in with that fully. But in the future, it's definitely something I could see myself doing.
What are some of your favorite like movie directors and like movies?
There's a lot of I like Michael Bay,
Mm.
um, um, M Night Shyamalan.
Mm.
Um, there's so many I can name. Obviously, you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah,
Do you ever put any of their influence within like your music videos?
yeah, yeah. Actually, I dropped an album and I used the Godfather theme like for the artwork and stuff like that. So yeah, I've always been like influenced by movies. A lot of movies influenced me to do certain songs. I've seen movies and I'm like, oh, that sounds like it would be like a nice concept to write to. So yeah,
Oh yeah. Who are some of your more musical inspirations?
my musical inspirations. Oh man, there's so many. Obviously back in the day it was like regular shit, Nas, Pac, Biggie, you know what I mean, Pun, all that. But I'm tapped in more now with like trying to be on like listen and vibing to like newer music. Like probably my favorite artist is Trippie Redd.
Mm.
I really like him. He's a dope artist. I like Lil Tecca. Um, yeah, I like a lot of like newer wave songs that make sense. I tapped in with Yeet. I like Yeet. He's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Yeah. So probably Drake obviously has been a huge inspiration to like every artist in the planet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, people like that.
Oh yeah. Tell me a little bit about your single that you released this year, Out My Mind. That was with Bizarre.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Shout out to my homie Big Bro Bizarre. That's not a new song. That
Okay.
song came out in like 2018.
Oh, okay.
Um, but I never uploaded it to streaming services, so it was on YouTube, just on YouTube. And then so I'm like, you know what? Let me, since I'm uploading a bunch of songs now and trying to, like I said, put out singles and singles. It was only made sense to, upload that onto the gram.
Oh yeah. And another collab that you did was One Time, and that was with Tearful Whisper.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah,
song's
yeah.
actually not out yet. It's coming
Okay,
out real
okay.
soon. So I'm like,
When's that dropping?
um, in like a week.
Okay.
Um, so that's like goes back to the rollout situation. Like you'll hear about it. It'll be on my page, and then you know what I'm saying, when I drop it, I drop it. But shout out to the homie Tearful Whisper. He inspired me pretty much that whole song. So yeah, coming out soon.
Do you plan on dropping like an official album soon too?
Like I said earlier, I'm kind of done with full albums.
Gotcha.
Like I did the EP with Ray, that made sense.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
worked quick. He works quick. I work quick, so we were able to get that done quick. But it's like a whole album. I can't say that I'll never not do it, but
Yeah.
right now I'm just trying to roll out singles. You know what I'm saying? Keep the train moving, and yeah.
Oh yeah. And so what do you hope to like when people like look at your legacy when it's all said
Uh,
and done musically, like what do
yeah.
you want to stand for as an artist?
Just someone that someone that did them. You know what I mean? Didn't really worry about what other, like I've said some really crazy stuff in music, like you know what I mean, downright disrespectful. But just for me not sacrificing and doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And always trying to tap in with different artists and different creativity. So yeah, I want people to remember me, especially my kids, because my kids listen to my music too. Just hopefully you might get some inspiration off of it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What advice would you give to like the younger version of you that just started making music?
Oh yeah. To my younger self, I would probably say, like, you know what I mean. Don't worry about that box that you feel like you're in. You know what I mean. Step outside the box. Try different things. You know what I mean. Make more connections. Travel more. You know what I mean. Yeah, that would be my advice to my younger self musically.
Oh yeah. And you have a track called "Take a Flight." Have you ever been outside the country?
I haven't been outside the country, like I said earlier. Probably California is the
Yeah.
farthest I've gone from Massachusetts. Um, but oh, actually, no, I'm lying. I'm lying. I've been to St. Croix before in the Caribbean. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Take a flight, man. Shout out to Syph. He's on that song. Another song that I made and thought of an artist and reached out and they got on the song. So yeah.
Do you usually design your own cover arts? I think my favorite cover arts is Way Too Hodge, one that I'm looking at. This shit look trippy as
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah. Nah, I have certain people, like different artists that literally artists that I work with. Yeah. I have done my own in the past, but I rather leave that to the people that really know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of
Yeah.
trash at it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that track that I just mentioned that had Syph get to the bag.
Yeah.
Seems like you like to work with him the most out of the ones on Hustle Killers because he's also on Take a Flight as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well.
feel like y'all just have a good chemistry.
Oh well. Yeah. Well, when we met at the Hustle Killer studio, we just started vibing. We'd have sessions and we start tapping in with each other. And yeah, I like working with Syph for sure. I work well. All of my work. I got plenty of songs with Nico. Yeah, for sure. But me and Syph's always a vibe. Yeah.
Do you be producing your own beats or like do you work
Sometimes
with
I
producers?
sometimes I make my own beats. A lot of times I outsource them. Um, I I would like to make more time actually to make beats because that's a fun process too as well, creativity. But yeah, a lot of times I tap in with my homie Juice Money. He got beats for me, and yeah, or I'll find beats or something like that online. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And how would you describe like your sound to somebody who's never heard a track?
Um, it depends on what song you listen to. You might hear
For
some
sure.
like super hardcore rap shit, or you might, hear some vibes. You know what I mean? So it depends on really which song you listen to. But overall, I'm pretty diverse. Yeah.
Do you have any like dream features like that you want to do?
Dream features.
Yeah,
I've done a good amount of features with like I've worked with members from Dipset, J.R. Ryder, shout out J.R. Ryder.
that was tough.
Um, I got a song with Cassidy actually.
Mm,
That's I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna put it out or not. That's one of those songs.
yeah,
Yeah, I've tapped in with Freck Money from Street Family, Bizarre. You know what I'm saying? Bizarre's cool. I got to chill with him. You know what I mean? We was kicking it in the telly, and he was dropping mad knowledge on me. Like a dream feature, like obviously, like I don't know, like Eminem or something crazy like that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But any artist that I really want to work with, I probably can just reach out. That's the power of technology nowadays. So a lot of artists just have a price if you really want to work with them. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. And how long have you been doing music
I've
for?
been doing music for a while. I think the first song I ever recorded was like 2003 or something like that. So I've been doing music for a good while for sure.
So you've seen a lot of different eras come and go then.
Hell
So
yeah,
tell me a little bit about what like living through that was like and seeing how like even the recording process, because like, even in the couple of years that I've been doing it,
yeah,
like technology has just evolved so much.
yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. I mean, back in the day, it was like recording on like karaoke machines and stuff like that, like real throwback shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the process has definitely changed. It's gotten a lot easier. You know what I mean? Well, I wouldn't say that because the engineers do work hard, but
For sure.
just the way that how fast you can create it now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Is like pretty dope. Yeah, technology's moving at a fast rate. So
Oh yeah. And was there a lot more or less people doing it at a time? Do you just think it was the same amount of people?
well, nowadays like. And I fuck with all rappers, but nowadays everybody's a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Which is
Yeah.
cool. I guess that was like the, what the notion was. So, yeah, yeah.
Do you have like a favorite era that of hip hop that you saw?
Um, yeah, the '90s era was real fire. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? All that, from like Pac to Method Man, Wu Tang, all that shit. And then like the early 2000s, shit started evolving and changing. People like Nelly and shit like that. And then yeah, Wayne came around. You know what I mean? Took over the game. Drake. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like it all honestly because I can have good like I have dope memories from each era. So yeah, I like them all. I like the new music now too.
Yeah, I feel like that's also how like you maintain your creativity as an artist
Yeah,
too, is like staying tapped in with like shit as it grows and
yeah,
develops and shit.
yeah.
Otherwise, you just remain stagnant.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, yeah. So what should like your fans have like to look forward to in terms of like future releases and stuff like that?
Yeah, they see me. I'm online. You know what I mean? You just stay tapped in on Instagram. I'm always posting there, and I got a lot of new music coming, a lot of new singles. So yeah.
Oh yeah. How long we been going for? 23 minutes. Okay. So is there anything else that you wanted to touch on?
Yeah, just be on the lookout for one time coming soon featuring Tearful Whisper. I got a project like I said with Ray Spider. I got a lot of singles coming out. Yeah, just check me out online, man. Stay tapped in. You know what I mean? I'm doing a bunch of shows. You're probably gonna see me there. You know what I mean? Because when I do shows, it's artists from all over the place, from New Hampshire to the Carolinas, all types of places. I've done. I've people I've met at shows. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah. One more question. How do you think people in your personal life would like describe you?
Um, Funny. Um, Definitely all about music. You know what I mean? Family. I'm very family oriented. Yeah, just funny and family oriented, and forever doing music, always dropping stuff, always staying tapped into music with in some type of way, even if I'm not recording. So yeah,
Oh yeah. And so we gonna wrap it up here. So drop your socials one more time for the
yeah,
camera.
check me out on Instagram, ace_dawn_617. Yeah, you can check me on Spotify, Apple Music, all the spots. I'm on TikTok too, Chronicles and None Your Biz. I'll be over there joking and what I mean, clowning around. So yeah, check me out.
Oh yeah. Thank you for popping out.
Yeah,
I
thank you guys.
appreciate you,
Thank
bro.
you. Appreciate it.
It's been smoking with Too Tall. Y'all uplift yourself.